Hello guys, Dr. Cool here. We have ML350 2013 model. A customer that owns this very car just contacted me this morning here after reading a lot of reviews about me, positive reviews, which it's on my page. So what exactly is wrong with this very car here? This car, the AC is not working. I fixed this very car, exactly this model, about a week ago. So I wasn't so shocked to see this ML 2013, one of the most beautiful and rugged Mercedes. This is one of the most die-hard Mercedes car I've actually come across. So the AC is not working, it's blowing warm air. What exactly could be wrong with this very car here? Now, I'm going to be sharing a very tip secret with a lot of you guys who are following up. And if you are following what I'm going to tell you today, if you are AC technician or DIY, you're going to be winning more. 99%. You're going to be winning 99%. You're going to be losing like 1%. That is my target. That any car that step in or ride in my garage don't go back without a problem solved, no matter the problem. And that is my priority. So what exactly is wrong with this very car here? It has a significant leak inside the system. But when I look at the system, I start noticing some anomalies. Something that normally, no. I look at it, that's why I said you need to use more of your brain than your hands. It's when you're done using your brain to work before the hands can start working. So let me show you. The first thing first, I have to run some diagnosis. Upon running diagnosis, I discover one thing here. We're having some python here. Python shouldn't be here in the pipe, and that's a sign of a problem. When I see this very python here, I'm alarmed because you can't see python. You're not supposed to see python and the body is dry. No, that is something strange. So I did have to pull out those very pipe here to confirm what I'm saying, because when you see python and you didn't see any stuff, then there is a problem. Now look at the pipe here. It looks very dry. That shouldn't happen. So first thing first, this pipe here got a problem that need to be addressed. I may likely replace it with another, and since I can't be able to find the OEM ones around here, definitely gonna chop it off and weld another one that is much more in a good condition to it. But wait, this is not the entire problem, because this is just quarter of the problem. There is a message, a very strong message, that this very pipe here, I just lose here, just gave up. The system is dry, no oil, so, and the system have a leak. Where exactly does the refrigerant leak out from? That is how to think. That is how to use your brain when you are trying to solve this kind of problem. The ignition is on for that car, right? Huh? Yes, you're supposed to put it on as soon as. So in that regard, if you can ask yourself that question, this system is leaking, however, there is no oil around here, which is abnormal. There should be oil, because the refrigerant is not going to leak out without oil spilling somewhere. So that is what should call for critical visual inspections. So gotta look at the condenser, look at every joint. And since here is already looking so dry like this, then it means that this may probably not be where it's leaking from, but this pipe is already showing a sign of damage. I hope you guys are following up, right? So because I couldn't find it around here or even here, I decided to look at every section that the pipe is connected. And the next place I need to look at here is here. Here, look at every section, the discharge, the suction, and right away it did dawn on me that I have to go through some other part. So I have to lose out this guy here, and instantly I could see the problem. Yes, now. So you guys can see it right there. It's a whole lot of fortress. And that is where the problem is. You see? Oh boy. So you guys could see the problem. Now, if suppose you work more with your hands without using your brain, literally you're going to be adding refrigerant into it without oil, and things is going to go kaboom. And that's going to be probably within the first time the AC is going to work fine. Give it like a week or so, and that's going to be another dead ghost. So this time I'm just hoping it doesn't affect, because whenever the system runs dry without oil inside it, the compressor will pay the price, because that's the heart of the AC system that pumps the refrigerant and oil through the circuits. So if the system is as dry as I showed you guys here, I gotta find out the reason why. Like I said, here there's a lot of swelling up here, so probably the oil is flowing out somewhere else. Here should be with oil. And like I said, I'm gonna be replacing this red pipe here, so I'll be absolutely sure there is no any leak in those areas there. This is a discharge, and discharge is often hot, and when it's hot you can decide to throw out refrigerant at its own time, with or without your permission. So literally gonna be getting this guy out of the way. And I'm gonna get this one out of the way, so when we're done, go in there and replace it, and that should be able to solve it. But in this kind of situation, if you want to give your customer a very good service, you don't want to fix just one part. You want to look out for some other areas where you didn't see around. You need to look at other areas that might be hidden from the eyes and get them solved, so that you don't have the same car running back to cause more downtime when you're fixing other cars. So get one done correctly, so you can have more time to deal with some other car problems that is coming on in your own garage. So guys, I'll catch you guys later. Bye for now.